want to greet all of my friends wherever you're watching me, and I want to start with a famous saying: let food be your medicine and let the medicine be your food. This was a reality and a daily living for not distant past, but these days this is becoming like a fairy tale for most of us who have moved into the city and get our food from the supermarkets, and we know the quality of the food which sit on the supermarket. The problem is, if we expose our body to a long life of consuming products which are not nutritional and are not the best value for us, we leave our body exposed and unable to fight different diseases. That's why it's so important to get back to our first saying: let food be your medicine and let medicine be your food. I want to show you today something about honey. These hives of my property have produced a wide range variety of honey, as this one and this one and this one. You see the variety in colors, the variety in taste from one to another, and that is beautiful. Who wants to have just one thing? How would this world look? Just gray or just one color? The beauty is in diversity, and this is same about the honey. I would like, before I will taste a little bit of each of these, to show you one thing. So honey, pure raw honey, crystallizes. Someone wants to cover me up in there, and that's one of the chickens. You can see this honey has crystallized. It's more like creamy. Look at the texture of it. And someone might see this honey has gone off. No, I can assure you this honey would last 3,000 years. Honey is the only thing in the world which has no expiry date, and it's absolutely stunning beautiful. If I say nothing but just I'll be making this video very long if I try to taste each of these. But what I want to point you out to is that in the process of honey being packed and processed, the honey is heated up, and by heating it up, it enables them to put it through fine strainers and remove any pollen trace from it. Yes, it will have a nice color, it will have a nice consistency, but much of the goodies in it is gone in the processing part of it. If you see a little bit like a foamy thing on the top, this is normal, and we do not want to heat the honey and push it through very fine strainers to remove all traces of this. This is absolutely good to eat, and it would do you good to eat something raw rather than something which has been processed. Same thing I want to point out about eggs. Our eggs, these are eggs coming from our chickens. Look at the difference in color. Has some unevenness on the surface, and probably will be hard to sell these eggs in the supermarket. We want all eggs the same in shape, all eggs the same in color, no spots on it, nothing. And in doing so, we are wasteful beyond imagination. We waste, we throw away something which is good, something which is natural. Another thing I want to show you in the same idea: we have dried our own apricots. We have a friend with an apricot orchard. We have picked these apricots which have not been sprayed and dried them up in our greenhouse. You can see on this there is this blackness. And the next door neighbor of our friend with the apricot orchard have advised us, because he's drying them as well in with the tons of it, that if you're not putting sulfur, and if you're not kind of soaking in sulfur, then this blackness would not sell. So if you would pack these and send them to the supermarket, nobody will buy it. What happened with us? We don't know what's good anymore. We have moved away from it. Same with this apple. This apple comes from this tree right here. If we would have this apple in the market with spots on it, like this, no one will buy it. We don't need this here. We don't need the spots. We want them round. We want them even polished. We want them in a way that it will never go off for 1,000 years. What happened with us, people? Let's come back to a sound judgment. And I refer today especially about the honey. Honey is absolutely good to consume crystallized. Some honey have a different crystals than other when it crystallizes. And some honey crystallize it easier, kind of for the mouth when you're tasting it, than other with the bigger crystals. But honey is absolutely perfect, and not all honey crystallizes the same. Look at this black one. If this is not a beauty, what is it? I have asked the bees, where did you get it from? They don't want to tell me. So I'm left, since I don't have wings to fly and follow them, to guess. But in principle, darker the honey, more value in it, antioxidants and radicals for our body. So we should not be running away from this sort of honey, rather than appreciate the diversity which is out there. Well, until next time, I would say God bless, and hope you have a good day. Bye.